Yo guys, what is good? This is Joeyholli, and today I'm going to show you how to make vocals like David in songs like Here With Me. If you're able to make it through this whole video, you'll be able to achieve that with professional quality as well, even if you're a complete beginner. And I'll have your song sounding like this.
Have a little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece of everything that I designed. Come and spend a week, we'll surf the oceans in your eyes. We'll sit beneath the sky and watch the stars above the line. So just tell me, no, if you'd rather go home. You're usually careful, cause these days it's just much way harder to grow.
And if you guys like that song, hit that thumbs up. I make tons of tutorials with bangers just like this. So first things first, this is how the song sounds raw.
Have a little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece of everything that I've...
So as you can see, you don't have to be an insane singer. And the first thing that we want to do is just get a bass vocal mix to begin with. Obviously, there's an effect that makes them high-pitched, but if that high-pitched vocal isn't cleaned up, it's going to sound terrible. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come into Melodic Sauce 2, one of my favorite preset packs of all time. If you guys like this pack, you can actually check that out using my first link below. And we also have some free vocal presets as well if you want to try those. And starting with just the lead vocal, I'm going to slap on some presets and see what sounds good.
Have a little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece of everything that I've designed. Come and spend a week, we'll surf the oceans in your eyes. We'll sit beneath the sky and watch the stars above the line.
Perfect, first preset, and I actually love it. So what we want to do here, since we found a nice preset, we want to clean this vocal up. Obviously, throw in a noise gate for any background noise. I heard a little bit and made a minor adjustment and fixed that. And what I'll do is I'm going to turn off the preset itself for now. And I'm going to go to my EQ cleanup and simply find the frequencies that don't sound very good in this vocal and just remove them. So hearing that low rumble right there, we want to take out about maybe 2 to 3 dBs of that, just slightly. You don't want to take too much out of the vocal. And we just keep going down the line.
A little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece of everything that I've designed. Come and spend a week, we'll surf the oceans in your eyes. We'll sip, have a little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece of everything that I've designed. Come and spend a week.
So as you can see, I didn't take out too much. It's just going to make our vocal a little more crispy and take out that stuff that you hear, which the human ear doesn't really hear, but you can tell once you boost those frequencies with these presets. And of course here, I just took my 1 and my 8, and I simply just turned them into low pass shelves, one going this direction, one going this direction, and I simply just cut out the frequencies that we can't hear. So here, you can see it's at about 13.k hertz, and at the beginning it's at about 65 hertz. You can go up to 80 if you want, but these are just some frequencies that we don't really hear that can just clean up the vocal a little bit. So let's go ahead and turn our preset back on and take a listen to this vocal.
Have a little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece of...
Perfect. And then assuming that you use the same microphone to record all your takes, including your layers, you can actually just go ahead and copy and paste this onto all your vocals. And the one thing you never want to do is use the same vocal preset on multiple layers, because it'll start to phase and sound terrible. So now what this means is that we need to find a preset for our layers, which Melodic Sauce also includes. It's called ad-lib chains. And let's go ahead and just solo this vocal and see how this sounds with some of the chains. Like that.
Baby, you're a piece of everything that I designed. Come and spend a week, we'll surf the oceans in your eyes. We'll sit.
All right, and what I noticed is I need to turn the beat down just a little bit. It's a YouTube beat, so it's already mastered. And what this means is that it's basically finished while my vocals themselves are not. So it's gonna just be louder, the frequencies are gonna be increased. So if we just turn it down a little bit, our vocal will be able to sit on top of the beat just a bit better. And a trick I learned is I take out about 2 dBs around the 800 frequency range. This is where vocals typically sit, and this can allow us to be on top of the beat even more. So now we can take that same preset and put it on any of our other leads, unless of course the next part of the song sounds a little different. Maybe you want to use a different preset for it, or maybe you want to tweak it to your own taste in a different way. For instance, if you wanted to raise your highs, you could simply raise this dial up and down and double click on it if you find a spot where you don't really like it, and it resets it for you. You could add more reverb, change the lows, mids, etc. And as you can see down here, I have layers stacked. So make sure that when working with these is that you use all different presets for all these different vocals, or else they're going to phase, as I mentioned earlier. So I can take that fuzzy boy and put it on my lead layer, and then simply find some layers that I like for the other ones. And for time's sake, I just found some that I liked and went ahead and skipped because I figure you get the gist by now. And now for the part that you guys are really here for. So we got our vocals sounding good. And you know, David doesn't sound as high pitched as he does in a lot of his songs. What happens is his songs actually get pitched up. So you can do one of two things. And I myself prefer two, but I might as well show you this now. So go ahead and double click on your vocal. And you're gonna come down to the settings in the bottom left here, and you're gonna switch this to Complex Pro. And then what you wanna do is decrease the formants down to 0. And now we're gonna work with this little pitch knob down here.
Have a little drink with me, tell me about your life.
And as you go up, it actually is going to change the entire pitch of the vocal.
Have a little drink with me, tell me about your life. Baby.
Now the reason I don't really like to do this is because you have to change the key of the auto-tune based on how many semitones you change it. So essentially when you're doing it this way, the instrumental won't be sped up, but you will have to count up the semitones and figure that out based on the song that you're working on. So let me show you the easier way, and the way that I think sounds 10 times better anyway. What you're gonna do is you're gonna actually export your song. So you simply highlight the song, make sure that everything within the song is under the highlight, and you're gonna go to File, Export. You're gonna keep this rendered track as Master, Export, and then you're just simply gonna name it whatever you want. So once the song has been exported, go ahead and put it on an audio track. And of course, make sure there's no effects on that audio track. And we're gonna take and we're going to drag the song back in, just like this. And now what we're gonna do, just like we did with our vocal, double click on the entire track. Let's go down to beats here, change it to Complex Pro, turn the formats all the way down. And now we can play with the pitch of the entire song. And this is what David typically does.
Have a little, tell me about your life. Baby, you're a piece that I designed. Come and spend a week, we'll surf the oceans in your eyes. We'll sit beneath the sky and we will ride above a line. Watch the stars above a line. So just tell me, you know, if you'd rather go home. You're usually careful, cause these days it's just much way harder to grow.
Boom, and just like that, you have that David effect. And as I mentioned, you don't have to pitch the entire beat up if you don't want to. You can just pitch up certain vocals if you want. But then again, that's gonna have a little bit more of a learning curve and require a little bit of music theory, not really too difficult. So boom, now you're an indie rock professional. Drop a song and start marketing it. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to hit that thumbs up as I said in the beginning, and maybe subscribe if you love my face. I don't know. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Peace.